Next question, what kind of rewards do we experience in heaven? Well, technically, we don't get them in heaven. We find out what they will be when we are in heaven at our judgment moment after the resurrection. When we are resurrected and we receive our judgment, we'll find out what our rewards are going to be, but we don't get them in heaven because our rewards are a share in the inheritance of Christ, the Bible says, and the inheritance of Christ is this world and all that it contains. So in literal terms, your reward will be some portion of this earth, just like today. I mean, today we own something. We have a house, maybe we have an apartment or a car, or we have possessions. That's our part of this earth right now. And for most of us, it's not very meaningful. It's not very important. It's not very significant. Some of us may have a little more than others, but really, who cares? It's all going to burn up anyway. But in the world to come, in this kingdom to come, when we will be back here on this earth with Jesus ruling, we will each receive some portion of the world at that time. Maybe a plot of land, maybe a part of a mountain, maybe a whole coastal line. Who knows what God has planned for each of us? It depends on how we please him. But that inheritance will be ours to have and to enjoy the whole time of the kingdom. And that will be your reward, along with opportunities to serve Christ in the government of the kingdom. In heaven, after we are resurrected, we find out what our reward is, but we don't receive it until we come back down with Jesus and live here again. In the meantime, while we're up there, waiting to come down and receive our reward, we receive crowns, we're told. And the crowns are tokens of our eternal reward. They are symbols that tell others how well we've done, like a grade, if you will, or a recognition of our service to Jesus. You know, there's a scene in the book of Revelation where those who are in heaven before the throne room are throwing or casting their crowns, it says, at the foot of the throne of God. Why? Because they're honoring him for what he did to make possible their presence in that room and their rewards. Those crowns are like badges, but they're not the actual reward. The actual reward is when we come back down to this earth. And it'll be something of significance. I've joked all the time, you've heard me say this, but I'm hoping I get Maui because I like to think that's where God might put me. I really like that place, so we'll see if that's what God has for me. But in any event, it'll be something that God has particularly assigned to each of us based on how well we please him.